So welcome back again. Today we are going to continue uh, our discussion on another topic on that is group homomorphism. Uh, Homomorphism, that is this is a Greek words. Homo means same, and morphic means that uh, appearing same appearance, like, okay, homomorphism means they are something, they are appearing two things or more things which are appearing like same. Okay, but they are not same, but they are appearing like same, so that is called homomorphism. So actually we have so many groups, like G equals to, if we are having R, and then R is a group under addition, and then we have R star, then we have so many groups Q8, and then we have V4. Okay, so many groups we have. So we have not talked about anything, any mapping from one group to another group. So in group homomorphism, we used to talk about mapping from a group G1 to another group G2. The motive of studying this group homomorphism is that to find out the group of same type. Okay, same types means we have a group G1, we have group G2. Okay, so if all elements of G2 and all elements of G1 and G2, they have same properties, they have same number of elements. Okay, then we can say very much that only their appearance are different. But the thing is that actually, if you see with the lens of properties, so we can mark them as one. They are not different. Okay, so that we will discuss in isomorphism. Isomorphism. So in isomorphism, we will see how two groups becomes same or isomorphic to each other. Okay, it means that they have the same property. But yeah, here in homomorphism, we are going to talk about the structural property that by structure, the group G1 and G2, they are same. And in more precise word, we can say that the operation is preserved. Okay, here properties are same in these two groups in isomorphism, but in homomorphism, the operations are preserved. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so let us see uh, what is group homomorphism. So definition, let G1 and G2, G1 and G2 be two groups. And one more thing, G1, G2, they may not have the same operation, they may have the different operation. Okay, be two groups. Okay, a mapping, a mapping a mapping, let us say F from G1 to G2 is called a homomorphism. Homomorphism if f a dot b equals to f a star b. Sorry, f a star f b. Okay. Uh, Here the operation, this operation is from group G1 and this operation is from group G2. So this need to be taken care. Okay. So this should hold for all A, B belongs to the group G1 because G1 is codomain. Sorry, G1 is the domain of F. Okay. In other words, we can say that in words we can say a homomorphism a homomorphism preserves preserves the compositions in the groups G1 and G2. Okay, so sometimes what we find that we don't sometimes we skip these operations, like here dot and here is star. So essentially actually we were considering G1 with operation this dot and then G2 with operation star. Okay, so once we are defining some map from G1 to G2, so elements of G1 would be operated like this, and here the elements would be operated like this. Okay, fine. So here we will be using operation of G2, and here we will be using operation of G1. Okay, and sometimes in short, we used to write like this: a map F from group G1 to G2 is called a homomorphism if FAB equals to FA FB, like this. So without specifically writing the operations, okay, but it is understood that the operation between these two will be from G1, G2, and here the operation of G1 will be considered. Okay. So next another definition. Next definition is, let us write definition first. After that we can have some examples also. A homomorphism or or we can say a map F from G1 to G2 is called isomorphism if the following holds. First, F is homomorphism. Second, F is 1-to-1, and third is F is onto. So an isomorphism is what? So an isomorphism is equivalent to homomorphism plus 1-to-1 plus onto. Okay, so this we should remember. First, an isomorphism should be homomorphism, and after that we can verify this is 1-1 or onto. Verification of 1-1 and onto is just regular usual process what we have done in real analysis. Okay, so if the group G1 is isomorphic to G2, then we write G1 is isomorphic to G2 with this notation. Okay, we denote it with this notation. Fine. So things are clear because isomorphism is 1-1 and onto map. So in that case, F from G1 to G2, if it is isomorphism, so what we have, FG1 is equals to G2 because this is onto. Okay, because this is onto. Fine. So let us see some examples. example number 1. Let us take G1 equals to Z with addition. G2 is the collection of elements of the form 2 to the power n, and n belongs to the set of integers. And we are considering this G2 with respect to multiplication. Then define. Thing is that we are trying to see a particular function, whether it is a homomorphism or not homomorphism. Okay, so it doesn't mean that whatever function we are going to take from G1 to G2, it is certainly going to be an isomorphism or homomorphism. Okay, so we are defining f from G1 to G2 by how we are defining. We are defining that fn, n is some integer here in Z. This is mapped onto 2 to the power n because elements in this G2 are of the form 2 to the power n. Okay. Then f, suppose we are taking two elements m plus n, because you see here in G1 the operation is addition. So if you are taking two elements m and n, then we used to use operation addition here between them. So by definition, this should be 2 to the power m plus n, where m and n are integers. So how we can write using index law? 2m 2 to the power m, and then times 2 to the power n. And this is equals to fm and fn. Okay. So what we got? We got fm plus n equals to f m and fn. Okay. So it means what? It means that this should imply that f is an f is a homomorphism. Is a homomorphism. And of course, you can verify it whether it is onto or not. If it is 1 and onto additionally, then it becomes isomorphism. In this chapter in particular, we are going to focus more on homomorphism. There is another chapter of isomorphism, so that we will see. So if you are getting less example on isomorphism, then you need not to worry about this, okay? Because in detail, we will be talking about that. But for the sake of completeness, I gave the definition here. So let us see, let us take another example, example number 2. Let us take G1 equals to, again, a set of integers, and then G2 equals to G1. That is, we are taking both are same, G1 and G2, okay? And define. Hello. Yes, please.
Screen lag हो रहा था अभी.
Okay. What about now? Define f from G1 to G2. Are you getting?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. वो बीच में हो रहा है, sir.
Okay. So f from G1 and G2. I don't know whether this is a problem when I'm putting it on maximize mode or what. I think because okay, let me use like this only.
Sometimes.
Hello.
Sir, वो कभी-कभार ही होता है, हर बार नहीं होता.
Okay. So I guess this was a problem. Otherwise, okay. If you have problem, I will change the note. See this whiteboard also. I will use the earlier one. Okay. So define a function f from G1 to G2 by fx equals to 2x, 2 times x. And you immediately you can tell that this is not going to be onto, because in this G1 we have all elements, that is integers, set of all integers, but there will be elements which are even odd also, so that won't be images of any element from Z. Okay, so this is not going to be onto anyway. So that is another story, but the thing is that let us take two element x plus y. This is equals to 2 times, by definition it is mapping x 2 times onto or to the value 2x, 2 times x. So x plus y. So this is equals to 2x plus 2y. Here we are using, that's rules of real number distribution. Okay, because real number are integers, in fact, of integers. So this is what? 2 times x. So how we can write? We can write this is fx and then this is fy. Okay. So here is the addition. Here also addition we are using because both group. So another example number 3. If you are taking a G, any abelian group, if G or not, let us take another example. Let G1 and G2 be, or G1 and G2 equals to G1 itself. Then the identity map I from G1 to G2, and G2 is nothing but G1, is a homomorphism, and moreover this is going to be isomorphism also. Okay, so this is a one trivial homomorphism is there, that is identity map from G1 to itself, or from group to itself. There always exists a homomorphism, in fact isomorphism, that is identity. Okay, and that you can verify. That is absolutely no problem. You can write fx, okay, and not fx but identity x, and this is going to be mapped onto x, and then identity, then x, y. We don't know operation. Okay, whatever be the operation here be, we can write very much like this, and then identity x, and then this y, and this is true for all x and y belongs to the group G. So whatever be the operation here, maybe addition, maybe multiplication, or any other operation, you can insert accordingly. So example number 4. Let us take let if G be abelian, then the mapping, f from G to G, G to G, G onto G, defined by fx equals to x to the power 5. Okay, for all x belongs to G, is a homomorphism. Okay.
It will be screen lag.
Because G is abelian, so we can note. The thing is that G is abelian. You can prove it if you want. If and only if x plus y, y to the power n equals to x to the power n, y to the power n for all x, y belongs to the group G. Okay, so this we are going to use. Fine. So from here we are having fxy, so fx to the power y, and because G is abelian, so we must have x to the power 5, y to the power 5, and x to the power 5 is what? Fx, and then y to the power 5 is what? Fy. Okay, so this means that this is also homomorphism. But but in general, if you change the power and you say that this is not a what is called G is not abelian, then what we can say about this? Okay, so for example, next example, if you define on some group, okay, if you are defining on some group, or we can say from the set of real number R star. Let us talk about R star, and then an operation will be multiplication over it. Okay, so F from R star, that is a group under multiplication itself. Okay, so defined by how we are defining Fx equals to x square, and for all x belongs to the set of non-zero real numbers. Okay, then what we can say about F, whether F is homomorphism? That is a question. So for this, we need to see that let us take two elements x x y, and this is going to be x times y. Okay, I am taking one function from f r star to r star. Okay, the same definition I will be using for another set of groups. Okay, so let us see that if definition is same, it doesn't mean that the function is going to be a homomorphism. If, for example, here we have a 2, and then we can write x square and then y square. Okay, so I'm just in fact portraying an example of example number 4. In fact, particular case of example number 4. R star is abelian, you all know. Okay, so this is going to be fx and then fy. Okay, so let us see another interesting example, example number 6. That example, we are going to use this operation only. Okay, so let us define f from r plus to r, and in fact r star. Okay, so it is understood that this is a group under multiplication we are talking about when we are writing r star. So define this, define f by how we are defining. We are defining that is a goes to a square. Okay, so it means what? Fa equals to a square. Now you can take Fa, and then because this is a group under addition, so you need to write like this: Fa plus b. So by definition, this is going to be a plus b whole square. Okay, a plus b whole square, and then we have a square plus 2ab plus b square. Fine. By definition, you can write this as fa, and this you can write fb, but you see 2ab are extra. 2ab is extra here. Okay, so what can you say about this function? Is it a homomorphism? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, a big no for this, because you know this is not equals to fa. I don't know if I had done something. Okay, fa plus fb. Okay, so this is not going to equals to because r star is this r star. You know, this r star is a group under multiplication, so this is not going to equal to fa times fb. Okay, so we are getting something else here. So if the definition, if one definition is making f for some group as a homomorphism, but the same definition may not be make that particular function is a homomorphism on another set of groups. Okay, so these are the things. We can also take some more example, like let us take more example. So the things should be clear to you. Let us define f from general linear group of 2 cross 2 matrices over the set of real numbers. Okay, and then from the air to R star. Both should be group, you know, this should be group and this also should be group, and define this by define f by how we are defining here in this group. We are having matrices, so we are defining a that is a mapped to determinant of a, that is the determinant of a. Okay, and you know very well that determinant of a times b equals to determinant of a times determinant of b. Okay, So what we have F, and this is general linear group. This is general linear group, and this group is formed under multiplication. So if we have two groups, two matrices A and B, so this is, they are by definition going to map on determinant of A, B, and this is by property we are going to get determinant of A times determinant of B, and this is equals to not written, but this is equals to FA times FB. Okay, so this is the case. Another example we can take, maybe next example number 8. Example number 8 we can take. Example number 8. In example number 8, let us define phi function from R star to R star, the group of real number under multiplication, by how we can define this, by how we can define phi of x equals to modulus of x. Okay, so phi of, let us take two numbers because this is a group under multiplication. So we need to write x times y. This is equals to xy, absolute value or modulus of xy. So we have x, then y, and then this is equals to phi of x and then phi of y. Okay, so this is also a homomorphism. Also a homomorphism. Another last example, and then after that we can see some more things. Okay. So last example. So let us consider Rx with a collection of group of polynomials. Group of polynomials with real coefficients. With real coefficients. Okay. Under addition. Under addition. So we can define some function phi from Rx to Rx itself by, so there are some polynomials here. So phi maps some p, suppose for example p is some polynomial, so this is mapped onto p dash x, that is derivative of x. Okay, derivative of p, not x, derivative of p. Okay, so obviously you can verify it that this is easy to verify it. Okay, so you can phi of px plus qx, this is equals to px plus qx, and then derivative of this whole things. So we have a px dash plus qx dash. So this is equals to phi of px plus phi of qx. Okay. Here we are using operation addition, you know, because the group in the right hand side was also a set of polynomials under addition with real coefficients. Okay. So these were few examples based on the definition of this. Okay. So let us see some, now here we can try to prove some properties of homomorphism.
Sir?
So, yes?
सर इसमें डाउट है. हेलो
Where?
सर इस क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पे फाई ऑफ पी ऑफ एक्स प्लस क्यू ऑफ एक्स, सर ये तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन में नहीं आया, फिर ये सर होमोमॉर्फिज्म कैसे हो गया?
Yeah,
Hello?
in the last example, example number 9.
Yes sir.
In example number 9, you see that Rx is a group of polynomials with real coefficient under addition. So this is also group under addition. This is also group under addition. Okay. So here we are going to use addition, and here also we are going to use same operation under addition. Okay. So if you are G1 and this is a with some operations, suppose this, and then here the G2 there is operation star. So whatever we are going to take in the left side, so A composition B we will be writing like this, and this would be equals to F A and then star FB. Okay. So fortunately here this star and this composition both are the same, that is addition. So why we need multiplication in the right hand side? Is there any doubt still?
No, sir. Got it.
That we have used here, if you see. So here also in this example number 8, on both sides the operation was multiplication, and then here also in example number 7, in the left side matrix multiplication was. So here not normal multiplication but matrix multiplication. Here multiplication of real numbers. Okay. And if you see here, then in the left hand side we have addition, in the right hand side we have multiplication, but unfortunately this couldn't be a what is called homomorphism. Okay, but it doesn't mean that there is no homomorphism from R to R star. It doesn't mean. Okay, you can define f another function from R to when I am writing R, only R, it means we are talking about group with under addition, okay, R plus, okay, and then here I am keeping R star. So define it like here any real number x. This is going to be mapped on 2 to the power, for example, x. Then you can verify can it be a homomorphism or not. This is a left as exercise. You can try it out. Okay. Here also in example number 5, on both ends we have multiplication. In this example, okay, both operations same. Here we have addition on both sides. Okay. So here we have Z plus, and then in the right hand side this kind of group is there. Okay. So operations are different. Here addition is there, here another operation is there. Okay, of course here operation is a multiplication is there. Okay, so it depends what is the operation of G or defined over G1 and G2. So that need to be taken care. Okay, so next definition before proceeding further, let us see what next definition. Next definition is kernel. Okay, so kernel of a homomorphism. Kernel of a homomorphism. Kernel of a homomorphism. Let f from G1 to G2 be a homomorphism then the kernel of f is defined by in fact defined and denoted by kernel of f. This is a collection of all those elements from G1 which are mapped onto identity of G2. Okay, so this E2 is the identity element of G2. Okay, are you getting?
Thank you for watching this video. To stay updated, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cosmos Learning. Happy learning through Cosmos Learning. To watch more, click on any of these cards. Thank you once again.